Hello, and welcome to Continuing Education, a podcast for homeschooling families with actually useful information. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not only practical, but can be incredibly fun, and that's teaching kids about investing as part of your homeschool routine. I'm going to share a story from my own family where we introduced our kids to investing, what worked and what didn't, and some actionable ideas you can incorporate into your homeschooling routine. So let's rewind to last year. So we're currently in 2024. This was like the beginning of 2023. The app that we use to manage our kids' allowances, they rolled out an investment feature. We already emphasize, we mandate saving and donating with their weekly allowance that they get, but this really felt like a chance to teach them kind of the next step, which is how to make money grow through investing. Something that we haven't been totally good at, so we really wanted to set our kids up for success. So we set up investment accounts for each of our kids, and we started them off with $50 in each account. I introduced the concept to them. I showed them the app. I encouraged them to explore the app, read about the companies, try to make their first investment decisions. And given that it wasn't money that they had earned to begin with, I'd really hoped that they would be eager to play around, even if it meant losing a little bit of money, because really I was all about the learning experience. So here's where the experiment split into two paths. One kiddo, totally uninterested. He thought investing wasn't worth his time. He compared it to gambling, and despite our best efforts, he didn't want to have anything to do with it. No worries, this happens. Instead of forcing it, we parked his $50 in a money market fund, which is a safe, low-risk option, and we moved on. The other kiddo, though, a completely different story. He jumped in with excitement, buying stocks and brands that he loved. And this opened the door for all kinds of lessons. So over the next few months, we talked about stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. We discussed risk and growth and the importance of diversifying. We explored how dividends work and how to research a company's financial health. The app had some kid-specific learning modules, and this kiddo, on his own, did them. It also has some games, which were kind of fun to engage with. Soon, he was analyzing past stock performance and making investment decisions, not just based on numbers, but sometimes just for fun because he liked the brand. Soon after we initially showed him the concept, he determined on his own that if he took 70 cents from his weekly allowance and he added it to his investment, his money would grow even faster. And so he set up an auto investing feature from his allowance into the investment account. This turned into an ongoing project, and it's been really fun to find real-life ways like this to show the benefits of all those kind of mundane school topics like math, reading, charts and graphs, research, and how they apply to the real world. So here are 4 practical ways you can incorporate investing into your homeschool routine. The first one is stock research assignments. So assign your kids a company to research, have them find out what the company does, how it makes money, who its competitors are, and how its stock has performed over the last month, year, 5 years, and have them analyze that in graph format. We like the tools that our allowance app offers. The app that we use is Greenlight, but we also have used Morningstar, The Motley Fool, and Investopedia because they were simple to use and had some good, straightforward educational information. Number 2, mock investment portfolios. So if you're not ready to open real accounts, create a mock portfolio. Give each kiddo an imaginary $100 and let them invest in stocks. Track their progress every week and discuss their strategies and how they're making decisions. This can be done on Investopedia. They have a mock simulator where you can put in an app and put in a stock and watch it over time to kind of simulate how your money would do. Number 3, family stock picks. If you have a competitive family that can take losing in stride, make it a family activity. So each family member picks a stock. You all track how they perform over time. You can celebrate wins and learn from your losses together. You could even provide awards for the winners if your kiddos can handle that kind of thing. And then number 4, use famous historical events or even current events as lessons to about how markets work and the importance of why diversification matters. So talk about things like the Great Depression or the dot-com bubble, or pull in those current events and election talking points to discuss the economy and which companies grow and shrink with various economic factors. What is a recession? And if we were to go into a recession, which companies would grow? And maybe those are the ones that you can invest in, kind of thing. So fast forward to today, and you can see the difference in outcomes. The money in the passive money market fund, it grew to $54. Not bad, but nothing remarkable. Meanwhile, the account that was managed actively with care, research, and a little bit of curiosity grew to $137, which just seems mind-boggling. It's not just about the numbers. My kiddo who engaged with investing now understands financial concepts that many adults struggle with. The other, well, he's not ready yet, but the seed is planted, and that's what counts, even if he's not going to actively use these skills right now. Like we all know, homeschooling gives you the flexibility to teach life skills like investing in ways that make sense for your family. So whether your kids are enthusiastic investors or more cautious savers, you're giving them the tools they'll need for a lifetime of financial success. Thanks for joining me today, and if you want to hear more about homeschooling, get updates on techniques you can use, follow me on your favorite podcast app, or subscribe to updates on our Substack. We've moved all of our content over there. You can find it at continuingeducationforhomeschool.substack.com. If you've incorporated financial lessons into your homeschool, I'd really love to hear your stories. Reach out by replying to one of my newsletters or using the chat option on Substack to tell me more. Again, our website is continuingeducationforhomeschool.substack.com. We look forward to hearing from you.